volume.
It wasn't the.
It wasn't giving me volume.
Oh no, I don't know about that. What I'm saying is,
That wasn't us. That was YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I cleared out the cache, forced stopped, cleared the cache. I also turned off. I've noticed with Google stuff, and YouTube is Google stuff. Sometimes the DNS, the fact that we use AdGuard, will make things not load. Also, if you ever try to stream Paramount Plus, does the same. Also, if you ever try to stream Paramount Plus, does the same.
Volume's working just fine.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Okay. Hey guys. All right, now I gotta try and figure out. Good morning, Cherry. All right, there we go. We were having technical difficulties, and then I tried to get back on, and YouTube was like, nope, you're not going to do that. And then, yeah, so look at all of those threads. Okay, and we didn't have any sound, and then it wouldn't let me on, and yeah. So I had to call in technical support, i.e. my husband. Now we are good to go. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday? Good morning, Lorraine. Oh, no, she wouldn't, but it doesn't matter. Yay! Thank you. I did see that. Thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciate. Just trying to get a lot of these things organized, you know? I think that is long enough for that. Do a little white up in here. Let's do some white. That should be long enough right there. I am doing good. I'm doing good. I slept good last night. Watched an amazing soccer game last night. It was a crazy soccer game, but it was an awesome game. It's Wednesday. The only thing is, like, I don't think I'm gonna get Everett's room done because my shoulder is like killing me. I'm gonna have to try my hardest because, yeah. It'll get done. All right, now I gotta adjust. There we go. So, I have a question for you guys. When you think of wedding star, what do you think of? Like, do you think of a specific designer or anything like that? Happy Wednesday! So do you think that's something new from them, or do you think that it is something that's been around for a really long time that they utilized. The wedding star. Just wedding star. Just the word wedding star. I am. We are working on we're using our 5-inch diagonal stripe blocks for this. What has been around for a long time. Yes. But do you think they came up with it? Just curious. Like, do you think it's their intellectual property because they use that way of doing it? Okay. Okay, wedding star, so the name. That's understandable, yes. And I think I would have to agree, and I think I sewed that on backwards, but I think it'll work. I'm not stressing that one. That's nice, elevator, but this is a place for quilting and not a place to talk about any religion. So I would appreciate it before you get blocked to stop talking about that on this channel, please. And thank you. Hi, Rebecca. All right, let's do, you know what, let's do some polka dots right here. No, maybe not the polka dots. Let's just do these. Let's do these polka dots. All right, that needs to go over there. Yeah, me either. Just curious. Just curious. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I can see the wedding star pattern block, whatever, for like way before like they were around. Just curious. I know. I don't know what was going on with YouTube, but they wouldn't let me back on, and the sound was all screwed up, and we got it fixed, though. We got it fixed. Yeah, I don't know a lot about pattern names either. We don't normally, like, I can tell you I've bought one quilt pattern from Etsy, and it was a paper piecing pattern, and Benjamin? Ben! Last warning, dude. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to yell in you guys' ears. Benjamin, can you come here? Benjamin. Hold on, guys. All right. I didn't mean to yell in your ears, but I'm about to go, yeah. Hold on one sec. Why don't you guys, why don't you guys, stare at this for a sec. I will be right back. Maybe. That's not going to stay up, is it? How about this? Will this work? No. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Turn that off and go upstairs. That is way too loud, and you are being way too loud. If you can't keep it down and turn that down, you will not be down here when I do that system. You understand? Thank you. I don't really care right now, man. Sorry, guys. I had to go out there and tell him to keep it down. I know. Good morning, Cindy. They'll be kids, but he is loud. And I know you guys probably couldn't hear it, or if you could, I don't know. But that was loud. Like, he was loud. Oh, yes. Let's use this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was super loud out there. And the TV was loud too. So I had to squash that. So I'm hoping they finish our deck today, guys. That would be nice. Denise. They have all the rails up. They have all the footers done. They have to finish putting the fascia boards on. And that's about it, you guys. Like, I don't think there is much left. I know. I am beyond excited. Beyond. I know. Like, they started on Thursday. They did not work on Sunday. They did 8 to 5 on Thursday, 8 to 5 on Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturday. Well, like, quarter. I didn't take any pictures yesterday, but I have some from Monday. If you guys want to see. Hold on. I gotta get to it. No, I don't want that. All right. Ready? That was Monday. Super excited. Thank you. I am so, like, I can't wait to start picking out furniture. We might be going furniture shopping. I know. I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, we were talking about it last night when I was cooking dinner or getting ready to cook dinner. Like, how exciting it would be to be able to go out there and grill and then just come right back in and not have to worry about it. Because right now our grill is in our garage. And we got to take it out of the garage to do anything. And then they are going... Oh, yeah, definitely. I will do that when they're done. Where's my magnet? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to adjust. Yes, we have mosquitoes. We're on the East Coast. And there's water everywhere. Oh, I forgot there were purples in this. Love me some purple, you guys. Purple and green are my faves. I can't wait for the deck to be done. I think if it's done this weekend, I am going to be planting my herb box out there because I haven't even planted it yet this year. I got to go to Lowe's, get some. Yes, I love me some green. Oh no, I don't think so. I love that. Yeah, why not? I did order, you guys, I ordered some batiks yesterday to do a really cool, like, St. Patty's Day looking storm at sea. And I am so excited. And then I have to order some fabrics for the Halloween Hunter Star that I'm going to do. The batiks are, like, I've got to figure out which ones I want to do. And I'm just going to do, like, a bunch of different, like, St. Patty's Day looking stuff. Okay, we need something darker for this. Let's do this. We got a new air fryer this morning. I ordered it yesterday. It came today. Super excited. Hold on, guys. Okay. Sorry. I'm back. So the air fryer is, yeah. It is a Corsi. Was that it? Corsi? I don't know. Hold on. Let me double check. Shopping. Hold on, guys. All right, so it is a Corsi Iconic stainless steel air fryer. It is a new one. It's a six and a half quart basket. So it's a really good sized basket. We don't have a traditional air fryer. Like, we've never had one. We do have a, like, oven that goes on our counter. That has an air fryer option with, like, a big mesh basket, but it's not the same. Like, you can't put wet stuff in there and want to air fry it. Like, you can't make fried chicken because it'll leak all down and stuff. So we got an air fryer and we researched And yes, it was way more expensive than I would have thought I would have spent on an air fryer, but it is all stainless steel. It does not have Teflon plastic stuff on it that's going to heat up and get to your food and touch your food and toxins and all that other stuff, which is very important for us. So we did spend a little bit more money on it, and it is also Wi-Fi, which my husband loves, or it's a smart air fryer, and we could hook it up to our home system. I don't know why we'd want to do that, but you know, my husband is all about hooking everything up to the internet and having everything automated. Do you guys want to see a picture of the actual air fryer? I can show you a picture. So that is the air fryer. It's really cool looking. And then like it has a cool, like the lid on it. The top is where all the stuff is. And then obviously the basket comes out. So I am super excited to use it. We will be doing oh, that is, yeah, we kind of have, our oven has air fryer option in it, but it's not the same. It's just not, it's like, it's not the basket. We looked at the Ninja one. This one had the best options that we wanted. It was way more expensive than I expected, but we are cooking chicken thighs in it, I think. I think that's what we're cooking in it on tomorrow or Friday. I don't remember. Dinner last night was so good. And it was so, like, it was so low carb, and it was so Mexican. We make essentially no carb or very, very, very low carb taquitos. We fry up our carnitas that we make. We make carnitas by the batch. So we took the carnitas out, fried them up with some blood orange juice, and then I take a Mexican 4-cheese blend and cotija, and then I put adobo seasoning and cumin in there. And then I put that in our pan and let it get all crisp. And then you put the taco meat in, you put the carnitas on the pan, and then you roll the crispy cheese up around it. So you have like a cheese shell instead of a tortilla. And then I do tomatillas, green onion, cilantro, lime juice, and garlic, and blend all that up, and then we cook it. And so that's the dipping sauce. And they are so good. They are so filling though. But that's like no carbs. Like the most carbs you're going to get is from the tomatillas and the vegetable dipping sauce. It is so good. Every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, we call it, but we don't do tacos every Tuesday. We do some sort of Mexican, some sort of Latino dish. Ice cream for dinner? That sounds good. I know, we went over this. You don't have to put cilantro in it, though. Sometimes I like breakfast for dessert or for dinner. We do that sometimes. And sometimes we do dessert for breakfast. I grew up, my dad used to always make crepes, and then he would do like fruit and stuff like that in it. And then you would, after you did the fruit in it, you whip cream and everything else like that. I love breakfast for dinner. And then when I met my husband, they make essentially the same thing, except for they call them specks because there's speckles of bacon in the crepe. So, and then they have like the dessert type but they do it for breakfast. I don't think they've ever done it for dinner. Like we had crepes with fruit and whipped cream and stuff like that for dinner when I was a kid. Not a lot, but crepes are, first of all, I'm convinced you have to have the right tools. You have to have the right pan. You have to have the right temperature, the right spatula to flip it. Like, they're temperamental for sure. And there's always the beginner one that is out. So yeah. So it's supposed to rain a little bit today, and I'm hoping they get whatever they need to get done before it rains. That would be nice. Oh, I love that green. Look at that. I know. I was told that I better learn how to make them or know how to make them to be in the family and for Donald to marry me. Which I don't know is not necessarily true because his ex-wife didn't know how to make them either. So, well, that's more than my husband can make. All right, let's trim these. I'm gonna put these up here. We're gonna put some of these together. Right? I mean, that's not why she's the ex, but yes. We can say that's why. I am just measuring 1/4 inch from this sew line, going around. And then I have a finished square. And we're just gonna put those aside and then we're gonna put some together. We'll do the green ones first. Oh, yay! That's quick, isn't it? Isn't it easy? I feel like that pattern went by quick. It is a quick sew. It's not overly complicated either. So I'm gonna just trim these greens and then we're gonna sew them together. And I wanted to show you guys, I am quite literally just trimming a 1/4 inch from the sew line, right? But I want to show you, this is just one of our blocks, right? It's our 5-inch diagonal stripe block. So now I want to show you something, right? This should be 5. Ouch. Five-inch. Yes, Denise, please. 5-inch. Post in the group, guys. I need to post some more in the group. I need to be better at that. Get it rolling. I'm trying to get Boss Lady to post in there as well. All right. Let's get rid of these, right? All my scraps. You guys, get yourself a takeout container, clear it, clean it. And this is the best like scrap holder. I just put it up there and we're good to go. All right. Now let's see how we want to put these together. Oh, look at that. And if we don't like that, we can, no, that's still a little, what about this one? I could finish this one. Will that look better there? I think maybe. I don't like that one there. Nice. All right, so we're gonna save these. And we're gonna do this one. We're just gonna finish this one, put the last piece on there, trim it, and then we'll see how that one looks. Ugh. Come on. Oh, that's not gonna work. This will. Okay. I'm sure it was. I still have to finish the Lone Star that we did on my live. Yes, definitely. She did those from the class she did last week. I'm like, ugh. All right, let's trim this. Get those out of the way. All right, one more cut. It was from one of the guild things that she did last week. Yep, that's what happens when you have a business. You get very busy. Oh, but I don't like those two together. All right, maybe this. That'll work. All right. It was just these two that were the same, and I wanted these to be opposite. I think that'll work. All right. I'm gonna just put a pin in this to it so where my brain knows which side I'm pinning. And then we are just going to line up our corners. No, I'm not gonna baste. That's such a small corner on these. Then I don't feel like I need to baste. I'm going to okay. And now here is the fun part. Except for, there we go. So I want to make sure yes, I am going to pin every single last seam on this. You can be as picky as you want with this. It's your quilt. Nobody's going to tell you how to do it. Nobody should tell you how to do it. Because it is your art. And now, I'm going to pin my corner. I got to figure out when Road to Virginia is, you guys. I need to buy my tickets. Hello. I can't pronounce your name. All right, let's sew this. We're just going to sew down that line. Ugh. I don't like that. Easier said than done, Denise. I don't know if she's doing any this fall. And I have a kid in elementary school and I have a husband that travels all the time. So making plans to travel to To help with the quilt show, do not supersede my husband's work's travel schedule, which is not always done right away. Okay, June, end of June. Plenty of time. I think I'm going to go on the 25th. Just pressing these open. All right, now let's pin these together. Thank you, Lorraine. I want to go. It's only like half hour. Well, it's a little bit of a drive, an hour drive. But not much. It's like slightly more than an hour. And I had fun last year. I honestly only spent like 2 hours at the show last year. I just walked around it. I should be able to go. Yeah, it's a little bit more than an hour drive for you. No. Okay. It's a little tedious. All right, let's do... What's up, Cray Cray?
Just don't pee.
Okay.
You know, it was very like, you know when I,
Can you talk to me when you're done going to the bathroom? Thank you. Kids, boys, telling you.
so when we were at Taekwondo,
Yeah.
Dad was like, hey, do you want to go potty? And I'm like, okay, yeah.
Is this appropriate to hear while I'm on my live?
Well, now I'm like, okay, Dad, this isn't appropriate. And
What's not appropriate, to ask to go to the bathroom, or you don't want dad? You don't want dad to ask you to go potty
yeah, so
in the
I was like-
Taekwondo
and
studio?
And I'm like, okay.
Are you
Dad,
too old for that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like,
Did you
Dad,
tell him that?
Yes. I'm like, Dad, hey, it's not an appropriate behavior.
That's not an appropriate word to use for an 8-year-old?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So he's
So
like,
we-
yeah, you're right, buddy.
So what do you want us to say now?
Bathroom.
Okay, Ben, do you have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Instead of Ben, do you have to go potty?
No. That's like for up to a 2-year-old to a
Well, what about Nikki? Do you say
40.
Nikki's 5 though?
Ah.
Is potty appropriate for a 5-year-old, or do you say
Yes,
bathroom?
For 2 to 5.
Oh, 2 to 5. So once you're in school, it's not appropriate anymore. Is that what you're saying?
It's definitely not appropriate in school.
Okay. Oh, that sounds fun, Sherry. Do you guys love the conversations I have with my son? He is, yeah. I love it. He's crazy. He's not crazy, but I do love it. All right, let's open up this seam and then we'll sew these two together, and that's how we're getting our blocks. He is the greatest. It's not appropriate. Did you guys know that? It's not appropriate to ask an 8-year-old if they have to go potty. You have to ask if they have to go to the bathroom. Learn something new every day, huh? I'm like, are you kidding me, child? Right now? Are you kidding me? He's crazy. They have hot air balloon things here, and I need to check. That reminds me. Okay, so then these two pieces are going to go together. Oh, really? 9 is too old for hugs and kisses? I don't think that's the case for my kids, though. Last night, Ben just comes and cuddles up next to me as I'm watching the soccer game. And he's like, Mom, cuddles. And then, of course, he wants to talk about everything in the world, which is fine. I love it. I know that's not going to last forever. And my 11-year-old still cuddles. Nowhere near as much, though. I think it was like about 8 or 9 that he was like, yeah, no, we're done. We're done. Because he used to cuddle a lot. Ooh. Okay. I am going to secure these. I was just kind of waiting to do that one to get this one. It just didn't seem as like solid, you know? All right. And then once we get done with this, you know what's funny is Benjamin is definitely the more like social butterfly than his brother. His brother is more of a loner. Ben can be a loner too, but Ben is like to family. Benjamin is like, yeah, I want to be all up in my family's face, you know, which is great. I love it. But yeah, his brother, and not so much. All right, now on to the other side. I knew that was off, but it's fine. Okay. I think it's the personality of the kid too. You know what I do love? So my nephew is my youngest. Oh, I know. My youngest nephew is 5. He starts kindergarten in the fall. And then my niece and my brother's youngest kids, my niece is 3. They are so, like, they love it here. My nephew, Nikki, was like crying because he had to leave on Sunday. Like, he was like, I don't want to leave. We'll just stay here. And Tammy's like, well, Dad has to work. And he was like, so? Dad can go to work. We'll stay here. It's hilarious. He loves it here. Like, he wanted to come here for his birthday. Like, he wanted to have his birthday party at our house. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. I love being able to be close to... I love it that my kids can grow up with their cousins, because we didn't necessarily have our cousins, our first cousins, like right there when we were growing up. They weren't far, but they weren't right there. It wasn't like we saw them, you know, once every other month or something like that. Like my kids are able to grow up with their cousins, and Ben was so excited when he found out they were coming up this weekend, and he was like, when are the cousins getting here? I was like, that is a hilarious way to put it. When are the cousins getting here? I was like, where did you get that from? Like, we don't talk like that. I mean, I guess we could, but we just don't. I don't know. It was just funny. We didn't have a lot of cousins growing up. I have some first cousins that I've never met. Or I have a first cousin I've never met. No, wait. So my dad's oldest brother, he grew up thinking that it was his uncle, right? And he didn't find out that it was actually his brother until he was in his 70s. I'm not kidding, you guys. And he has kids that I've never met. And those would be my dad's niece and nephew, which would be his... I don't know how those work, but anyways, I have family that's like around my age that's like direct family. My dad's nieces and nephews that he's never met and I've never met. Oh, my dad had 4 in his family, but his mom grew up on a farm in Wisconsin, and they are like, the whole town is like my family. And my child is obnoxious. And yeah, they have like 12, I think. My grandma, 12 in her immediate family, like kids. And then, yeah, it's crazy. Like farm families are... they're no joke. All right, we're gonna press the seams open. Oh my gosh, child. And we're gonna add it to the stack. Look, these are all done. That one. And then we just did another green one. Let's flip this around. Press this other side. I like using the wood because it makes your seams like super flat. And one of the great things about the foundation is it tucks everything in. Holy cow. So your mom had 12 kids and her, like 12 siblings. And your dad had 10 siblings? Is that what you meant? Or your mom had 12 kids and your dad had 10 kids separate? I know. All right. So we got these. Let's see. This is the bottom. Where are we going to? We got teal, yellow, purple. So, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to make these. All right, let's do this. Yes to the second or yes to the first? Second or first, which one? Oh my gosh, my child. Benjamin. Ben. See, this is what happens when you have a child with ADHD. All girls, 6 girls. Ooh, no thank you. All right, let's just go ahead and keep doing these because once we get all these squares done, then we're going to attach, but not until then. We're going to attach. But I need to clear out all the rest of this stuff so that I have room to lay it out. All right, you guys, hold on. I'm going to get up for a sec. I'm going to stare you at the ceiling. I got to go in here and blow my nose. You guys don't need to hear me blow my nose. Otherwise, I can't breathe. Okay, sorry about that. You know how you I don't know. We're not going to go into detail about that, but it was gross. Oh my gosh. Yeah. My mom has 2 siblings and my dad has 3 siblings. So, yes. And believe it or not, they're all alive, I think. And my mom's side, my mom's mom only had 1 sibling and my mom's dad only had 1 sibling, but they were both born and raised in the city. Like, they're Chicago city people. So I think that's the difference, you know? All right, we're going to go through and we're going to trim and then we are going to sew. I already just showed you how to put these together. These blocks are super easy though, guys. Super, super easy. Let's get that out of the way. That can get out of the way. This, well, let's do, excuse me. Oh, I like that one. Let's do that. That's a lot, Cindy. I have 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother. And my husband is an only child. And I am very close with 2 of my 3 siblings. Getting old can stink, yes. All right, this one is done. We're going to trim and add as we go. Because this is my stack. Like, this is my stack. And the whole point is to get rid of that stack, right? Does anybody have any questions of like what I'm doing? New viewers, thank you so much for all the subscriptions. Everybody new in here, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for double tapping on that screen. Hitting that thumbs up, your daily thumbs up. They only allow you to do it once a day. And we're going to add those to our done pile. You know what? Let's go ahead and clip these and stick them up. I love these clips because then I could just stick them up on the wall like that. See? How awesome is that? And get them out of the way. All right, is this one done too? Yes. Ooh, this is the one that we fixed. We mended this one. I was number 5 of 10. Ugh. Yeah, no, I was one of the younger ones. Like, so my oldest sister, oh, that was a weird feeling in my joints. My oldest sister is only 5 years older than me. So, and then my next sister, the one I really don't talk to, she is 3 years older than me. And then my brother is 2 years younger than me. So we're not really spread out. So my oldest sister, there's only like 7-year difference in between the oldest and the youngest. And I never had to babysit my brother. My sisters acted like they were babysitters, but we grew up in the 90s, 80s and 90s. We were latchkey kids. We're Gen X. We're all Gen X. We're all 4 of us kids are Gen Xers, so. We were latchkey kids. Isn't it crazy how things change? Like, yeah, go out, play in the neighborhood, ride your bike around, be back by sunset. And isn't it crazy? Like, our parents didn't know where we were. But we did get in trouble if we were told to stay in the neighborhood and not go in anybody's house. If we did do that and my parents decided to drive around the neighborhood or something and they couldn't find us, oh yeah, we was in trouble. For sure. Come home when the streetlights come on. That was our thing. Look at that. Look at that. Pinwheels. You never know what you're going to get out of a scrap quilt. I'm telling you. I know there's Star Wars in here somewhere. I know I saw it. What is everybody doing this week? Like anything fun, cool, exciting, new? What projects is everybody working on? I hear a bird. Your account is not working? What does that mean? Why do we hear a bird in my basement? And I am on the side of the house that is... Your air conditioner's not working. That's not good. Especially where you are. Yeah, Cindy, but like, what are you doing this week? I'm being curious, okay? Are you just sitting around watching TV? Like, are you sewing anything? You better get that air conditioner working. You're in Arizona, South Arizona. I'd be calling somebody up like right now. Ooh, 100 plus today? Oh my gosh, that's insane. I do not miss that at all. I don't miss the hot summers. Not one bit. I think it's supposed to be like 88 here today. Oh, that is so cool. I used to know how to crochet, and I used to knit and crochet, and my hands can't handle that anymore. I do have a couple cross stitch and needlepoint projects that I've been working on for a couple years, but those are more of like if I'm traveling, I work on those while I'm in the car and I'm passenger. On road trips, it gets boring. Oh yeah, we have ceiling fans everywhere except for our basement. Like we don't have ceiling fans in the basement, but everywhere else, and the kitchen. Like we don't have any in the kitchen, but other than that. Oh, I remember losing power when we lived in South Texas, like a couple times in the middle of summer. Like, it was horrible. And then our air conditioner broke a couple times when we were there. And it would take, one time it took like a week. And it was like upper 90s, lower 100s. And where we were at, the span between night and day was like 2 or 3 degrees. So if it was like 100... during the day, it was like 98 at night. Like, it was bad. It was bad. That's okay, though. I would like to get to one of these where I actually have to sew something. Actually, these are the ones that I've been sewing that I'm now just trimming. It is a lot. Like, it's a lot. Oh, I like that fabric. That looks good. See you on Friday. I hope you get it working. Yes. I hope you get it working. I hope you're not suffering for too long in the heat, because that is miserable. Basket weaving sounds so fun. So the problem is I love creating, I am a creator. I love making. I love doing it. I just don't want to keep it. Like, you know, I love making things for other people or selling or something like that. And I never have time to finish any projects, really. I mean, this what we're doing right now. We're finishing a project that has been around for a while. A while. Bye, Sherry. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you get somebody out to fix that as soon as possible. Yeah, all of those, all of the artsy crafty things I love. I love it. Our stack is getting pretty big over here, you guys. Look. We're just going to keep cutting. And then when we come across one to sew, we will sew. For anybody just joining us, we are working on this little design that we came up with. And it is using our 5-inch diagonal stripe blocks. And this is what we have so far. And I have a small stack of these, just the 4 blocks together to add. And now we're just trimming. We're going as we go. We're trimming the edge off. And then, yeah. Oh, I like that one too. My son is in there just talking away to himself, playing his video game. He's playing World of Warship, I think. I've got to get so much done today. So tomorrow is like my last day to do much. I will be on live on Friday. I'm not going to cut many of my lives short this week because next week I will not be live on Wednesday or Friday, I don't think. I will be live on Monday. Maybe we'll work on this on Monday as well and then start a new project after. What do you guys think? I think that might work. Thank you guys so much for all the subscriptions, all of those daily thumbs ups. If you're watching from a phone, just double tap that screen and it'll give you your thumbs up. Oh, I like this one. That's very vibrant. It definitely helps our exposure. It helps push us out there. The more we get pushed out there, the more we can do for you guys. The more people that love our product, the more we can do. Oh, that happened to us when we came back from, welcome back. That happened to us when we came back from spring break. Our downstairs unit froze up a little bit and we had to wait. Like we turned it off for several hours and luckily it was before it got super hot. That is frustrating, isn't it? Oh, I didn't want to trim all this. Oh, I'm done, you guys. All right. I wasn't even paying attention. I guess I just... Okay, so this one is done. Let's go. Oh, it's not done. So let's go ahead and trim and sew. But look at this stack. Look at this stack of ones that are done, you guys. Let's add it to this. Hold on. Look at all that. Woo! And that's a lot. And I don't know. Oh, it will. All right, we're just gonna... Is that gonna hang? Oh, it will. Look at that. That's what Donald's dad did for a living, was heating and air conditioning. Now we're going to sew down that line. This is such a good block to use for scraps, I'm telling you. From what I've heard, it is. They did pretty good. He was part of the like sheet metal union or whatever. Good retirement. All right, let's do this right here. Where are my scissors? Let me press this really quick. It's a little wrinkly. Okay. Add this to here. And then sew. Ooh, purple. Love me some purple. I love it. Did I do that one backwards? I think I did, but it's fine. Some old school fabrics up in this one. See. Let's do one of these. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Sewing down those lines, guys. Look how easy that is. Oh, there are definitely threads everywhere on this. It's fine. It's totally fine. That's funny. Does Home Depot do roofing? They do? That's interesting. All right, let's do this. That's interesting. Oh yeah, no, they have supplies. I was like, do they do roofing? I get it. I totally get it now. All right, let's look in here and see what we got. Oh yeah, look at these. That's a good one. But no, not for that. Hold on. Ooh, yes, that'll work. Okay, you guys, we are just plugging along. Okay, well, that's already trimmed. Let's do these. I love this one. Oh, we already have this one up here. Let's grab that. Okay. Do you see how easy these are? We do have the diagonal stripes in different sizes. We don't just have it in the 5-inch. So if you guys are interested in any of the blocks and stuff like that, go to our website, easypiecing.com. There should be a link for it in our bio here. And once again, this is what we're working on. And that is just a little corner of what we have. So we got lots of blocks left to do. That's why we're kind of just plugging along. All right, what do we want to do for this one? Let's do a white checker because that is cream. We'll do a white checker. I will be on here on Friday. Next week is the iffy week. I think I will be on, I think I'm only going to be on one day next week. These are all, these are all trimmed, and they're not. They're not all trimmed, but all right, let's see what we got under here. Oh, I like this one. It's a fun one. Are you leaving? See you later. Have a great rest of your Wednesday and see you on Friday. Thank you for joining us. right, this one needs to be trimmed. That is a good place for this one. Let's press this a little bit. Just flatten that out a little bit. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys so much for everything that you're doing for us today. I'm loving seeing all the people in here. I am loving seeing all the new subscriptions, the new thumbs ups, those daily thumbs ups. You can do it once a day, you guys. I love these colors. Love them. The pinks. We truly have so many different colors in this. All right, let's trim. And then let's see which one we want to do next. Let's see. That'll work. I'm like, what is going on? Let's go ahead and separate these. All right, let's get these threads. Come on, guys. All right, now we can put those back over there. Roller this out. Trim. We're just doing like all the steps. All right. Love it. This is looking so good, you guys. Look. I do love that one. All right. These we're just gonna maybe not trim all of them right now. We'll just make sure everything is rolled out, sewn, and then we'll put them in a pile to do later. But I do want to finish these, so if there's trimming in another piece, we'll do that. All right. Let's do one of these. Because that's the only place these are going to fit, is on the ends, but it's fine. Okay, I think this is another one that is already done. We will press that, put it in the pile. Same with this. Press this out. Put it in the pile. All kinds of piles. Yes. I love these purples. Love it. Pile. Do you love that? Put it in the pile. Let's trim our 1/4 inch. Not a lot of left over on that one. All right. What do we want to do for that one? Let's do this. This is like a cream. I like that one. Press that a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, and so all right. And on to the next one. Oh, I know what I'm using next on that one. I'm going to use this one. Denise, thank you so much for this fabric again. I love it. All right, I think it's that side. That's so nice of you to send it. And I think Sherry said she's sending some too. If you guys want to get rid of any of your leftover fabric, you don't like keeping fabric, you know, you can always send it to me. it is getting used. It is definitely getting used. Is it weird seeing your fabric on here? I sent that fabric. All right. Which one do I want to do on this one? Not something super dark. Let's do these. Oh yeah, I like that. I know that fabric. I know you. Hello, Terry. How have you been? My loud, obnoxious child, don't mind him. Oh yeah, I like that. Ooh. My crazy child. I am good. Good, good, good. Just plugging away, plugging away. Trying to get these done. Trying to get a lot of these done. My child is loud. Excuse him. I'm so glad you asked. This is our leave-in foundations. They are ours. This is what they look like. These are our 5-inch diagonal stripe blocks. This you get, I think there's 24 in a block package. And let me show you. Hold on. I know I have a diagonal stripe block. Okay, so it's not the 8-inch. He is having a blast. He is living his best summer life. All right, so we're not using our 8-inch. We're using the 5-inch, and I think our 5-inch come with 24, not 16 blocks. And that is our website. And they're not papers. They are a leave-in foundation. And they are made of a non-woven material. So there's no natural bias to them. And yeah, they're quite amazing. I'm pretty sure everybody in here who has used our product can tell you so. We are very small, family-run business. And yeah, and this is how they work. And this is what I'm working on. We did like a little design that we did. It's not one of our patterns. We do have patterns available, but this is what we've got so far. It's just, using our scraps up. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's just 4 of our 5-inch squares, diagonal stripe, just kind of put together. So then they stay in there. And I will show you. And then we just sew on the lines. It is so thin. It doesn't affect any quilting, anything. You don't take it out. Because it is made of a non-woven material, there is no natural bias to it. So it actually acts as a little stabilizer for your product. And this is one of the squares that's done that I already trimmed. You trim a 1/4 inch seam allowance from your outside line. And then this is one that we will just add to it. This is super easy, super easy. Let me add this to my, let's like make another stack. Look, I got my stacks of done squares that I've got to put together. But yes, that is it. And we have so many more. This is just one of our block packages that we're using. And we have so many other patterns. All of our stuff comes with the foundations to make it once. It's not you don't reuse it. And these are just a couple of them that I've done on our website or that I've done on our lives. That one was so easy. This one right here, I have to finish, but it is up on my wall right here. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. So we have so many. This one I don't have done. This one I'm working on. Looks a little different than that. We have so many. Check out the website. Because we've done all of these on, and Boss Lady, my mother-in-law, who is the creator and founder, and she writes our patterns and comes up with our designs, unless it's specified that it's not her. She is working this one on her lives. She does lives on this channel on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So she's working this one right now. So fun. But yeah. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check the website out. And if you have any questions, just email us. And yeah, we'll definitely have an answer for you. We're pretty quick to respond to emails. So social media messages, not as much as emails, but welcome. Welcome to our little corner. All right, we want some white pieces in here. Let's see. We can do that. No, let's not do that one. Let's do... No, I don't want checker. I just quite literally just have my scraps up here. Do we want just plain white? Do we want some polka dot whites? Some triangles? Let's do some triangles. Aw, thank you, Cindy. That is so sweet. Yeah, we're gonna do triangles. All right, and then, yeah, you just sew down that line. And we have plenty of videos and stuff like that to kind of show you how we're doing things on most of this stuff. And I am quite literally just going through my stack of blocks that I need to make for this pattern or for this quilt, and we're just plugging away. And this is just scraps, you guys. Yes, no tearing anything out. Nothing. Wouldn't it be awesome if like all of the paper piecing people patterns like came to us and said, we want your stuff, our pattern on your product? How awesome would that be? I think it would be awesome. I think it would be super awesome, and it would bring a lot of stuff to our customers and their customers that they didn't have before. I know. What would be, so if you guys could think of a designer that does paper piecing that you would love to see our product on, or you would love to see it on our product so you don't have to tear anything out, what would that be? Could you guys think of a designer that you would love to see on our product that does paper piecing? Tula? I mean, we do. I don't know if Tula really does any complicated like patterns, does she? Not the fabric, the patterns. Because you guys know our star-crossed, I have that straight up in Tula. No. No. Yeah, Denise, that will never happen. That will not happen. I don't think they would work with us. Just call it a hunch. Ooh, that's kind of like throws off some Christmas vibes. A little bit of sparkle. Oh, I know Quilt Works does. Exactly, their loss. I mean, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, that will not happen. We have heard that before. I don't think they would work with us. Oh, she does? Terry, we'll have to look at that. We'll have to look into that. Because this is so much better than paper piecing. I'm telling you. And if you have a pattern that you do paper piecing, it could definitely be done on our product. What color do we want to do here? Let's do a straight up dark color. Yeah, let's do that. The last video I saw of her doing was, she was showing off some bags. That sounds fun. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. Nice. I'm going to have to check that out. All right, I am going to head out. I will be back on Friday, you guys. Don't forget to tune in to Boss Ladies Live tomorrow on here, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this is what we were working on, and we will be finishing, or we will be working on it again on Friday. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. All your likes, thumbs ups, subscriptions, chatting, all of that. And I will see you on Friday. Bye, guys.